Alrighty. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome back, whenever and wherever it is you're watching this. So tonight, uh, a lesson reminder on. It's a little bit like the I can't, I won't. It's from David Hawkins. I think I've just kind of rearranged it a little bit in my mind. I think it makes a little bit more sense now. The old way made sense before. As I've changed, it's probably been about 4.5, 5 years since I came up with the I can't, I won't, based on David Hawkins stuff. And as you know, I've been revisiting it over the last few weeks, and either something new has jumped out, or something that obviously that was there all along. I'm seeing it differently. Um, so I don't, there's there's a word I'm trying to think of, but I can't quite get it. Yes, intentional catastrophizing. It was the intentional bit that I was struggling to get that word out of my head. Okay, intentional catastrophizing. Okay, so catastrophizing is something that people commonly do. I would say I'm probably guilty of it at times, where we just go into a bit of a spiral of, oh, this will happen, and then 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 this will happen. Okay, and we get a bit down about things if we go too far down that. Okay, so this is intentional catastrophizing. This is kind of okay. Um, with It's a bit like with Wim Hof breathing method. Okay, um, we don't want to breathe like Wim Hof breathing method all of the time, because it's basically putting us into a state of panic. Okay, it's breathing a bit like that. Okay, but to do it intentionally for a few minutes, it's fine. Okay, it's when we're doing it all of the time, kind of unconsciously, that it's a problem. So if we approach this and goes, right, okay, I'm going to set aside a few minutes where I'm going to intentionally go to kind of worst case scenario type stuff. Okay, so this is to do with our repetitive thoughts. It's to do with our emotions, because it's going to uncover some of the things that we're thinking about situations that we might not be completely aware of, which then leads us to be able to deal with them and go, oh, okay, I didn't quite realize I was thinking that, but yeah, maybe that's the reason not doing um, I'm not doing the exercise, I'm not doing the meditation. That's why I'm not changing my diet. Maybe that's why um, life is feeling hard in this particular situation, because I've got this unconscious thought um, that I haven't become aware of, and now I have, through this very simple method, which I will go into soon, um, to kind of uncover it and just go, oh, I've been thinking that all along. I didn't realize I was thinking that, and that's why I haven't been able to change. That's why I've been falling off the wagon all of the time. That's why I keep getting injured. Or at least part of the reason why these things are happening. It might not be the whole reason, but it could be part of the reason. And each little bit that you uncover and let go of is going to make the hurdles smaller. It's going to make mountains smaller. It's going to move the mountain. Okay, one rock at a time. Okay, or maybe a couple of hundred rocks at a time. So we have a situation where it's getting your emotions up. You're like, oh, why can't I do this? Why can't I do this? And then you realize, hang on a minute, it's an I can't, I won't. So I can't actually means I won't. Okay, it's a as long as it's humanly, physically possible. Flying, let's just put flying out there as like, yeah, no, that's not possible. Um, as one example, there's probably a few more. Most of the things that we think are impossible are actually not. Um, but it would be helpful to have, do you know what, there is a human out there that I have heard of that can do this. Okay, so if one person can do it, then all people can probably do it. Maybe not as well, but all people can probably do it to some degree. So like running 100 meters, yeah, I'm not going to be as fast as Usain Bolt, but I can run 100 meters. 5k, yeah, I can run 5k, maybe walk 5k. I'm not going to be anywhere near as fast as Mo Farah or any other, fast long distance runner, etc., etc. So it becomes an I won't. Okay, so it's not like I can't run 5k. It's just I haven't yet. I won't yet. So we kind of know that the vast majority of the things that we have subconscious belief about are not impossible. So therefore, they're a choice that you're not doing. So then we go, okay, well, what are my thoughts about this situation? Okay, I can't be healthy. Can't be healthy. Well, if I'm not healthy, I'm getting old. There's my excuse. And then what? Well, if I'm getting older, and then this is the bit we need. It's like we're just going to go through it. Okay, we're going to go, and then what happens? Okay, and then what's likely to happen? Okay, I'm getting older. Okay, and then what? Okay, oh, my knees are a bit stiff and I'm getting older. And then what? Oh, okay, maybe that's arthritis. And then what? Well, maybe I'm not going to be able to be as mobile as I get older. And then what? I'm going to lose some muscle mass, and maybe I'll get a stiff back. And then what? Oh, maybe I'm going to need extra help and extra care as I get older. And then what? And then maybe I'm going to need a stroller or a wheelchair. I'm going to need help to get in and out of my house. I'm going to need my kids to come around and help me do with the shopping or help me cook. And then what? I'm going to need to pay for carers to come in. And maybe I'm going to be put in a home. And it just starts to uncover our fears, maybe the things we're frustrated about, the things that we're angry about, maybe the things that frustrate us that get under our skin. And we just take each section as a just an uncovering. Okay, we don't go, you don't allow yourself to go into the anger of it. I mean, you could, or the frustration, or the sadness, or the whatever of it. Okay, you just recognize that these are some of the beliefs, some of the restrictions, some of the limitations that we are putting on ourselves. Okay, and will you get rid of all of them all in one go? Probably not. Okay, you could. Okay, again, maybe that's the thing. Okay, I can't let all these things go all at once. Okay, and then maybe again, maybe you feel a resistance in your body. Okay, I can literally feel that in my chest. Okay, I can't let go of all of these things all at once. Okay, well, there's my resistance right in the center of my chest. Okay, well, I might go, oh, that's so stupid, Pete. You know that you can let go of all these things all at once. Okay, if I don't let go of them, things are just going to stay the same. Okay, and then what's going to happen? Well, if things just stay the same, I'm going to end up frustrated. And then what's going to happen? Well, if I get frustrated, I'll probably just jack it all in, go get a full-time job, and then I'll be out all day and come home in the evening. I'll probably still have to cook, and then it's going to be 7 o'clock by the time we've eaten. And then I've still got the wool washing up to do, and then I've still got all the getting the kids to bed stuff. And then I'm probably going to have to get up earlier in the morning. And when am I going to have time to exercise? And when am I going to have time to do this, etc., etc., etc. Can that be the same with denial of current situations? I'm not sure I quite get what you mean. Open the window. It's very warm in here. It's not going to help at all. Mm, I'd say I can't get over this. And if I can't get over this, and then what? If I keep going over the same thing, I'm so frustrated with it. Okay. You kind of take it on your own little journey there. Okay. It's an inner conversation. I'm just having mine out loud. Okay. You can write it down. I did one earlier. I wrote it all down. Um, each line, each thing you come to is a chance to let go. Okay. Each line is like, okay, well, let's put I'll have to get one of the ones that I just mentioned. Okay, I'll have to get a job then. Okay, a full-time job, not just a little part-time job where I can do all the things that I want to do on the days that I'm not there. I have to get a full-time job. Okay, I just go, okay, well, if I have to get a full-time job, maybe that's okay. And then the next one was, oh, okay, I'll have to get up early in the morning and I have all these extra, all the same kind of responsibilities in my kind of family life, but I'll have less time to do them. And I won't have time to do the degree and I won't have necessarily have time to do this and study and meditate and all the things that I want to do. Can I let go of that? Yeah, yeah, I can let go of that. Do you know what? If I had to get a full-time job, it would be okay. I would find ways of other people have full-time jobs and have, study and have other things going on in their life. Right? So can I do it? Yeah, sure, I could. Do I want to? No. But could I? Yeah. In fact, could it even be better that way? Possibly. I'm just resisting it because I don't want to. Okay, what else? If I go back to that scenario of getting a job, I'll never see the kids, or it'll be much harder seeing the kids. I'll have to do all the washing up, making breakfasts, and all that other stuff. I'll have to get up earlier. I'll have time for exercise. Would I be okay with that? I'd either find time, make time, get the kids into clubs, we'd do other things. Life would be just different. Okay, so that's you just kind of let go of each thing that I'm resisting about. That was success, really. Okay, and success of money and abundance kind of stuff. Okay, and then after that, I just go, okay, how do I feel now about that situation? I actually feel much better. Okay, all these things that I was holding on to, all these catastrophic stories, they're not necessarily catastrophic, but things that are troubling to me, which might not be troubling to anybody else, to other people. Um, it's like, can I let go of them? The answer to that is yes, in my case. Uh, can you do that with your things? The answer is yes, you could. Okay. The other thing is, am I willing to do that? Am I willing to look at all these things? Okay. Am I accepting of all these things? I hope does that answer your question, Sarah? A thumbs up will do, or a thumbs down. Okay, yes, kind of. If you have any other questions about that after, let me know. We're going to head over into treatment side of things right now. Let me just, I did open, ooh, where did it go? Hang on. No, I didn't. Thought I opened it. Sorry, excuse me a moment. There we go. That's open now. All right, that's there. Sorry, I thought that was already open. Let's come back to this. Cool. Let's go back to the other one. Record over here. Okay, everyone. Hello, welcome. If you're just coming in for the recording bit, if you haven't already, find yourself somewhere nice and quiet and calm to sit and close your eyes and breathe deeply. And tonight, we're going to focus on having the thing that you are looking for right now. So let's say you're injured, you're in pain, physical, possibly mental. Maybe it's could even be a business thing, a money thing, a family thing, a relationship thing. Thing that is quite possibly bothering you most in life at the minute? The place where you feel like there is something lacking. And then start to build a picture of what you want it to feel like, what you want it to look like. A perfect relationship with a person, a perfect house, holidays, and if it's perfect health, what are you doing with your perfect health? It might be difficult to kind of go through all three and go, okay, well, this is what my perfect life is like with all of those things. So maybe just pick one area in particular and create a 10 out of 10 version of that. What are you doing? What's the conversation you're having with the people there, or the person there? What activity are you doing with your body that would indicate perfect health? Climbing mountains, running marathons, you at the gym, lifting weights, pumping iron, playing sports. Try and be in your body as you're doing this, not watching your body doing this. So don't imagine it like TV and you're seeing yourself do these things. See it through your own eyes. Okay, what's the scenery you're looking at? What's the surroundings look like? What are people saying to you? Are they saying how well you look, how fit and healthy you appear? Are they asking your age and going, wow, when you tell them, oh, wow, I thought you were much younger than that. You're looking great. What kind of smells can you smell? Try and make the colors more vivid and make them stand out. And if this is the first time you're doing this, it might be a little challenging to really make this vivid, to really fill out the scene. But if you've done this multiple times, it'll get easier and easier to make the picture clearer and clearer. Okay, what other sounds can you hear? You know, if it's a relationship thing with a son or a daughter, if you're in a cafe and you're having a coffee and they're having a piece of cake and a cup of tea, what other sounds can you hear? There's music on in the background, other people's conversations, sound of the coffee machine. Maybe you're outside and there's wind, cars going by. What's the temperature like? What clothes are you wearing? Are they the clothes you kind of wear now, or are they different kind of clothing? How much money is in your bank in this imagined scenario? Is it roughly the same as what you have now? Or is it a little bit more? Is it a lot more? This is a perfect scenario. Okay, so allow the bank balance to be significantly larger. Allow the place to be where you are, somewhere exotic, somewhere on your dream list of places to go, or maybe it's somewhere you've been before, but it's really one of your favorite places in the world. Really be there. It's the thing we're really looking for is this feeling, the feeling that you've just created. It might be a range of emotions. Just relaxed, peaceful, happy, no worries about time. You don't have to be anywhere else. You don't have to get back to go to work, or cook dinner, do the laundry, or any other such task that you need to kind of rush away from this for. None of those things need to happen here. You have all the time in the world and no other responsibilities. Maybe move to another scenario. Maybe you've built that scenario up nicely now. Then you can move to somewhere else, maybe with someone else doing a different activity. If you picked perfect health the first time, maybe it's a perfect relationship the second time. Or another scenario where you're consciously having a difficulty, something that you would like to resolve. So if you had a relationship thing first, move over to health. If you had a health thing, move over to a money thing. If you had a money thing, move to a relationship thing. And again, we're going to create a scenario where the problem you are seeing in your life is already completely resolved. Remember, we're in a perfect scenario, so it does not have to be realistic to what you are currently doing. You can expand and change it in whichever way you like. Okay, the key with this, though, there's a key to this, is having a consistent image. Okay, so when you do this again, and I do encourage you to do this one over and over, Maybe not for so long as we are doing tonight. But once you've created the perfect scenario, you can go back to it and remember it multiple times per day, even just for a few moments, okay, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes. Okay, yeah, this is what I want it to look like. Okay, this or better, because it could be even better than you imagine. Leave the door open for better than you can imagine right now. So, in your second scenario, where are you? Who are you with? What's the activity? What's the words you're hearing that indicate that the problem that you see in your life is already solved? Maybe you're in a new job, a promotion at a different company. Maybe you're driving an expensive car that indicates you've got the thing that you want. Maybe you're having a loving, peaceful conversation with a person that you've been experiencing difficulty with. And it's not just a one off conversation. Every conversation you have with this person from here on out only improves your relationship. The angry words have turned to kind words, shouting to laughter, the clenched fists into hugs, avoiding each other into holding hands or doing things together. Just feel what effect that has on your body as all the tension you felt about this person just relieves. I love the people I work with. I'm a friendly person. I have amazing friendships. I have a great relationship with my children. They're calm and happy and thriving. Again, where are you? Are you in your current house? A six-bed mansion with 4 acres of land around it, swimming pool, sauna? Are you in a cabin in the woods? A luxury cabin in the woods? A ramshackle cabin in the woods? Where are you? What kind of smells can you smell? What kind of other sounds can you hear? How does your body feel in this scenario? Okay, let's say you're in a relationship scenario. I want you to test what your health feels like in that scenario. How does your body move? Do a few lunges. How do your knees feel? How does your back feel? Stretch down for your toes. Okay, do a few little kind of running on the spot with high knees. What does your body feel like when you do those things in a relationship scenario, not a health scenario? In a health scenario, you open up your bank account on your app. What does it look like? What car are you driving? Where are you living? What's your address? Or maybe, what's your postcode? Or even what town, city, or region are you living in? If you don't know any, if you can't kind of pick the super detail. What are you feeling? What's your emotions? Are you wearing glasses or do you have perfect eyesight? Are you worried about anything about your health? What are the thoughts that go through your head? I'm so happy. I'm so lucky to be alive. Feel really lucky, abundant, joyful, peaceful, relaxed, calm. I have everything that I need. The real key thing I would like you to remember from this is you can go to this kind of feeling anytime you like. Use the words, I already have everything I need. And don't look at kind of the quote unquote reality of life and go, oh, if this is all I need, well, that sucks a bit, doesn't it? Right? All I need is in your imagination, in the bits we've just practiced, because you can generate the feeling of happiness. You can generate the feeling of health. You can generate the feeling of having fantastic relationships and all of the relaxation and calmness and just the lack of stress and worry about all of those things that we worry about. Angers and the frustrations with people we work with, that we interact with on a daily basis. Or even the person who cuts you up on the road, the dodgy drivers, and whoever else gets under your skin. Those things won't bother you. They don't need to bother you. And we practice having everything. I have everything I need. And it's in this perfect scene, perfect scenario. And as you practice that over the next few days, few weeks, perhaps few months even, you'll start to notice changes happening. Maybe opportunities show up. The kind of conversations you have with people will change. You won't be moaning about or complaining or worrying about certain people in your life or about yourself. You'll start looking around and going, oh, actually, things are going all right here. In fact, they're going better than all right. This is the best they've gone for a long time. So just remember this feeling and remember to come back to it frequently, as often as you possibly can. Doesn't have to be for long. And add as much realness, make the picture in your mind as real as you can. And over time, blanks will fill in, the colors will become more vivid, the sounds will get clearer and clearer, and you'll see signs of things changing in your life. And when you feel ready, please open your eyes, stay relaxed, stay in this state, and go about your day.